Hi, I'm Raquel, and this is Law Librarian Plans. Today, we are going to be planning in my work planner for the week of July 21st. I have pulled out a book selected randomly by random.org. This is the Everyday Wrong book. I think there were two of these. This is number one in mini, and I picked out some florals from Live Love Posh that match the colors of the stickers I'm going to use. So if you're interested, stick around and watch. First, we're going to go ahead and head over to my work planner. This is the current week. And here's the week that we're going to be decorating. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out those pages and do that. So my work is, has a level of confidentiality, of course, but not so much that I can't show you a little bit of what my planner looks like on the inside, which is what you just saw, my appointments and so forth. Um, but here we have the week at hand that we're going to decorate today. And you'll see I already put some sticky notes here because a lot of stuff kind of arose since I started getting ready for this week. And so I put stickies down to keep me, on top of things. So the way I use this planner is my work is Monday through Friday. So I decorate the bottom section here completely. I sometimes white it out and everything. And then I do functional items on the 5 days of the week that I work. And then sometimes I decorate here, sometimes I don't. I decorate the bottom here. And these two sections, pretty much, this will be my top three for the week. And this is anything that's for the following week, that's where it stays. So I'm going to try to start with the decorations. And then when it's time to do these, I'll do one box at a time. I usually do not put decorations here because this is my schedule, basically where I am. My schedule doesn't change a lot, but every once in a while it does. So it's very useful to be able to have the 5 days of the week where I'm supposed to be at work. So let me show you the stickers first that I plan to use. And then from there, I can choose my florals that go with this. And I figured since we're in the summer, I'm going to use that summery color scheme that has some oranges. There's a little bit of pink there. I picked out red instead of pink, and yellows. So I think I'm going to forget about that red book because it doesn't really go. And we're going to leave this book here as a reference for a minute while I peruse some of the stickers that are in here, some of the florals that are here. I can also, like this yellow and this yellow are very similar. So I can probably pull from these two books for boxes for the right side of the page. So let's see if by any chance, so the first thing I want to do is, let's see, I could even decoratively date this. I probably won't. I love the sunflowers. They go with the theme for this month, but not quite what I have in mind. Oh, those are not bad. I've used, I guess, some of it. Yeah, I cut, that's a sticker I cut. I could do those. Um, let's see, not the lemons. So we're gonna leave that page open. I'm gonna put this off screen or off to the side here, and hopefully, if I don't find something I like better, whoops, in this other book. Oh, great, I just bent the page. That's okay. And then let's, again, with the reference in mind, this also has some lovely colors that would work. And again, boxes that I can use to supplement. Now, this pink, if it were that pink, would be perfect. I love those flowers. It's probably my favorites of this particular book. Let's see if we can find, oh, that's really pretty too. That's a possibility too. And it has yellow and orange. This book, the only thing it doesn't have for redating are numbers. So it has, oh, see, these are cute too. And these do go with that. Oh, now this is where it gets difficult. Oh, wow. I love these. I really love these. And I wish I could remember what they're called in English because I can think of the name in Spanish, but not the name in English. Roses. Meh. Okay. So we are down to three possibilities. I think this is my favorite. Let me double check. I said those. Those are okay. And these are pale like the other ones. So I think we have our winner. I think this is going to be the color, the decorative color that I want to use. So in order to make this a little bit easier on myself, I'm going to pull out the two pages, decorative pages from the book. And I put the book up here. Whoops. I'm going to put the book off screen on the other side. Oops, I lost the pages. Okay. And just so that I can have them because I do want to be able to use the boxes if I need them. So I'm actually, this is my last week working in the office, and then I'm on vacation the following week. So this should be very interesting. So let me start with decorating the places that I definitely am not going to need functionally. And I absolutely love, 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 love this big cluster here and this cluster here. So I think I might use both of those. Um, let's get my tweezers. So welcome if you're new to my channel. Please say hi and you know what brought you here. If you caught this, you saw a work planner spread. Put that in the comments. I'd love to know what's keeping you here anyway. Excuse me. And if you're returning, thank you so much. Um, I'm really having a lot of fun um, creating these videos. You know, the recording part is the easy part in some ways. I don't really edit very much, so not as much of that stress involved, but it's more the, you know, the getting all the things done to make sure that the video actually goes live and all that. I think that's the part that it's a little bit annoying at times, but you know, I love to share this 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 thing. I was gonna say this work, but it's not really work. Um, and anyway, I love to share it, and so I do it for that reason. I like to share what I'm doing, um, and so I'm just whiting out this box because I don't really need it, and then I'm going to use. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could use that corner floral there, but it's too big, and I don't want to waste that much of the sticker at this point. So let's grab this other one, which is also a corner type shape. And this time, I'm actually going to put it on the edge of the page because um, there's no lines on this side of the page, meaning there's no, the box does not have a boundary on this side of the page. So I think it looks kind of cool. And it works, except guess what, it's not even close to where it needs to be. I'm one section ahead, so I'm going to try to remove this without killing the paper. And this paper, oh no, this paper is definitely not going to happen. So guess what, it's going to stay right there. That's where it fell, that's where it goes. So that's the difference. If you watch my other video from this week so far, where I'm decorating my catch-all, I had I used a different planner and the stickers came off perfectly off the page without pretty much of a challenge. I don't use undo, so that's part of my personal kind of, you know, this is what I do, so that's that. All right, so now I really want to decorate this bottom section here. And there are no long, so the stickers here are corners, these very long corners, the chunky corner, the long corner, and then a lot of middle stickers on this one here. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this sticker into a long piece, and then I'm going to take the second piece from over here, and I'm going to use that to finish off the line. So bear with me, I'm going off camera to do this because it's easier for me to get the sticker paper very close to my face when I try to fussy cut something that is not really, doesn't have edges. It's basically the two pieces are connected. So I'm trying to fussy cut something that's not meant to be two pieces. So I just have to cut enough so that it's just the green. And then I cut that way. And now my two pieces are separated. I am, however, going to white out this line. I didn't white out lines over here. I am going to white out this line here. I don't have to do a lot, probably about that much. So, and what I end up doing with the left hand side, since I have this box that I really doesn't have like a functional thing for me, I end up putting sticky notes there. So as things are going on in the week, I might put a sticky note there, and then at the end of the week, I will take the sticky note off and write down whatever I need to write down where it goes. So if it's a new thing, you know, I do try to put new inbox items in my inbox section, but that doesn't always happen, or something that I'm waiting to do that week, or waiting for follow-up. So I don't want to commit it to paper just yet because it might actually wrap up during the week. And so that's how I kind of operate with that, is I use it to, you know, as a holding place, a holding tank kind of thing. Okay. I don't love I really don't love the fact that I have the dates of the week there because I don't need them, but it's okay. It is okay. And now what I'm realizing is the other side of the sticker that I cut in half, or that I basically created two stickers from, is actually green. And then the orange part, the pretty flowery part, is on the side that's not going to be next to this. So what I might do again, in fact, I am going to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the greenery from this side and then put down the orange part on the page. And that way it creates what I want it to create. So I'm just, again, trying to fussy cut it. Not very easy because the two things are next to each other, but okay. So now I cut off the flower, and only the flower. If it has a little bit of green, that's fine because it's going to stick next to green, but I just didn't want a lot of it. So see, now I can put this flower. In fact, I want to overlap it just a tiny bit. That. And now here, I kind of feel like I'm bounded there, even though there's no line. So I am going to cut that off to end where the line ends. So let's see if I can do this with one cut and not multiple cuts. Sometimes it does take multiple cuts. And here it's a much smaller piece, so it's easier to take off without destroying the page. So there, now we have, we kind of made a nice long strip out of a corner shaped, L-shaped piece. Whoo, fun. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this one here because that applies just to that box. I'm just going to make an extra note, maybe put a box there or something. So now I'm going to start decorating. And I am going to use, I think this book has dots. So kind of funny that I ended up picking those sticky notes, right? And it has these, which I really like, these boxes rather than like dots, because you can actually check these off. So I'm going to start with the orange and place these here. And the way I do this, I do the same thing in my catch-all. Monday, Tuesday, and actually, and the other one is because the Monday is here, it's reversed, but I like to put, switch between check boxes and boxes as my main functional element. So let's see if I can get that. Oh my God, that's even worse. Sorry about that, folks. I'm doing this from far away, or as far away as my arms are from my face. So I cannot see if I'm doing it straight or not until I see it on the page and I realize, oops, it's not straight. I could sit up, but then I think that kind of poses its other problems because then my perspective is kind of weird. So, or weirder. So let's use these nice bright orange boxes here, or check boxes. I love these. And then I don't have to worry about them lining up properly with with the page if I use the strip. So I'm going to leave this here because I'm going to put another call out there in a moment. Then on Tuesday, I also want boxes. And now my struggle is, do I want the golden yellow ones? I think I do. I think I want the golden yellow ones from this book. So again, same book. I'm just moving it out of the way so you can still see what I'm, where I'm going without having the sticker book blocking your view. So let's do that. And now I can see this a little bit better because it's a little bit closer to my face. One, oops, page bend. Two. And folks, this is real time. You won't see any speeding up or anything like that. I will only cut out stuff if it's really bad. But I want to try not to edit most of my videos because I want you to see how long it actually takes to do something like this. Now, take the time that it takes for the video and subtract, I would say, about a third of the time. And that's more or less what it's going to take to do this in real life. When you're speaking, you're not, paying as much attention. So it's a little bit tougher to do, to be quite honest with you. So I'm running out of those the dark orange check boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and use that medium color, and that's fine. If I have another spread, I still have a ton of boxes left in this one. So I want to make sure that I can use them for something else. So that orange, it's really pretty though. So I think both shades of orange are lovely. Um, so let's do that. I might add more flowers, but we'll see because I have my boxes, my wrong boxes that I want to add as well. So, and I am going to add some boxes to some of these check boxes. Um, so all right, so now we have our basic functional elements. On the left-hand side, I am going to use some of the boxes from this book because frankly, yeah, I can, right? And I have perfectly matching boxes, so why not? So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe out priorities here in this first box. So I heard something very interesting the other day, and I cannot remember who said it. I listen to a lot of podcasts and watch a lot of videos, too many videos, um, for my own good. But I heard somebody say, it's not priorities, priority. The word priority implies one, and I thought that is so interesting because I don't I don't think of it that way necessarily, and I thought, yeah, you're right. You can't what the meaning of the word priority suggests that it has to be a limited thing, right? And if you have priorities, then are they all priorities? Are they all priorities depending on the time frame? They could be all the priorities, or it could be the priority for the day. You can't have a ton of priorities. What's the thing? The number one thing that you have to get done. So, anyway, I thought that was very interesting. Take it as you will. But yeah. So just thought I'd point it out. So I'm going to relabel these with my own labels. I have some word labels, or I might just write it in. I haven't decided yet. And that's crooked. I can tell it's crooked, but I'm going to ignore it for now. Yeah. So think about that. I'd rather put top three. I think top three is really the right thing. It doesn't imply that anything is more important than anything else for me. And it says, hey, these are the three things you have to get done. Beyond that, the rest is gravy, right? So there's that. Okay, I think I'm gonna pause now with that sticker book, and I still have my florals, which I'm gonna put aside. So now I am going to finish adding um what am I looking for? I don't even know what word I'm looking for right now. Uh, boxes and decorative elements and so forth. So I know for a fact that I have a meeting that Monday. So let me see if I can put today. Is it today? Small today box. I really would love to have an orange one, but there's no orange ones that are plain. Oh yeah, there is. Okay, never mind. I found one. Not the same orange, but it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of putting a call out here. So I'm gonna put this here. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna write on my sticky notes so that they don't have to go back on the page. They were a very useful tool. So now this one says Monday, and then I'm gonna put them aside, and then I can put them back as I'm planning things out and so forth. This is not an appointment, but it's more of a note that I have something I have to do. So let's look in here and see. I love these little boxes too. Um, let's see what we're gonna do with that. I really would love to have. Oh, there we go. So we have some kind of good call out boxes here that I can use. So I will use. I don't have any good decorative thing that I can use. And there's not even anything in that gold tone that I can use there. This is close. But do I really need that much? I don't know if I need that much. Uh, See, this is where it gets complicated. All right, let me look in the yellow book because I know in the yellow book there was a color that was similar to this. So in the yellow floral, yeah, see that color is very similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of the smaller boxes. Except that doesn't look the same as that. That's weird. It's this one right here. There seem to be three different colors going on, but then again, my eyes may be playing a trick on me, not a trick. So this, and actually, you know what? That doesn't even belong there. That actually belongs on Monday too, or it's a to do. So you know what? This is gonna go on this page for now because it's really a to do. So I don't need a box there. All right, then that's another to do. I don't know why I put it there. And then these two are real things. So we're gonna put boxes there. So let me go to this book again and see if I can find an orange box, a big orange box. Oh, this is cool. This one right here. The same orange. And that's not something I really even need. I know it's going to happen that day. So I'm easing into vacation. I'm actually working 2 half days, and then I'm on vacation next week. Part of that is because I actually need to take some time off, burn down some PTO before the school year begins. So, yeah, I'm taking one full day between the 2 days so that I can actually, make sure that when I go on vacation, I'm not thinking about, oh my God, what else do I need to do? What did I forget? What? You know what I mean? That whole sensation of I can't go on vacation, or at least for me, that's a sensation that happens a little bit more often than I would care to want to have. So there's that. Then let's see what else we can find. There's not a lot here to decorate with, to be honest with you. I kind of, you know, made myself and painted myself into a bit of a corner, and part of it is because I had the random thing pick out what was going to happen each day, or what book I was going to use for this week. So let's see. I really like some of those like funky um, boxes. I need a box here of some sort. I am going to bring in that other color just because I need to. I don't have enough boxes of anything, so I think I'm going to bring this one in here, even though it doesn't match the bullets, and that's okay. I'll put one here like so. And I'm realizing I really didn't want 2 boxes of the same size and color, or the same size, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. All right. I'm going to put this today flag here because I can. Okay. I have to make another note. I just realized there's 2 things happening this week that I have to pay attention to. I have to pay attention to a lot of things, but what I mean by that is that I'm responsible for that I normally am not responsible for. And one of them is my librarians are all my colleagues, I should say, they're not mine. My colleagues are at a conference this week. And that means that I am it for reference services. So I need to be monitoring the reference queue. So I'm going to put 2 notes up here. I like that. That worked out well. And there's a lot of room for stuff. I think I can put some decorative stuff here. I don't need that much room. So I'm going to put decoration, maybe decoration, and so forth. So the 2 call outs that I need, things are falling off my desk faster than I can do anything about it. So I'm going to put 2 call outs here. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use 2 small boxes because I don't think I can do it any other way, really. So, and what I'm going to do is, so these 2 boxes, one says, they both say appointment. I don't need it to say appointment. I just need the box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this out for a sec. I'll put this one here. Let me think. It's better if I just layer them and then figure out. I'm gonna white out this part that says appointment. So bear with me. I'm doing that slightly off camera, just because I don't want to try to do it on the paper and then ruin the paper. Okay, and I'm gonna actually do the edge too. Ooh, it's becoming sticky in this room. All right. I'm gonna take out the extra whiteout that ended up on the page. I should have done this in the sticker book. It's much easier to do in the sticker book if I had thought about that sooner. And it's becoming a crumbly mess, but nope, it's not happening. All right, bear with me. I'm gonna put it back in the book and do it in the book as I should have done it in the first place, because it's gonna be much easier to do on a flat surface. All right, so now I whited out the corner of the orange box, and then I'm going to take the yellow box, and I'm going to layer it, except I'm going to do it like this, like so. Oops, make sure it's straight, like that. Then I'm going to take the whole thing, the whole enchilada, and I'm going to put it here, like so. I don't really, oh my gosh, that's so crooked. That is so incredibly crooked right now. It's not even funny. All right, let me move this and get this straight on the page, and then I'll fix the whole thing, the whole enchilada, as they say. I don't know why every time I say enchilada, it comes out a little bit like odd. I think it's because I keep thinking of um, oh my god, that movie, Lindsay Lohan, the sisters, twins, whatever, and she says enchilada. She's enchilada, enchilada. So somehow it stuck with me. All right, that still gives me enough room in this box to write my schedule for the week. And then what I'm going to do here is, rather than just white that out, I'm going to look for one of those cute round stickers that exist in this book. And explore, get to work, workout, meeting, appointment, friend time. Wow, none of those are useful. Um, I'll use the get to work one. That will do. And maybe I'll use the pink one so I get all three colors that go. Oh wow, and that's so poorly cut. That's not even funny. Let's see if any of the other ones are cut any better. No, the whole page is off. Wow, that is so annoying. So the funny thing is, I at one point was buying all the sticker books, and I kid you not, every single sticker book that existed was in my collection until about, I want to say 2020, maybe that's when I stopped being comprehensive. Maybe sooner than that. I don't know. At some point, it was pretty obvious that there were going to be so many sticker books coming out, and then it became a, you know, every other week there was a release and whatnot. So I stopped buying all the books, and I had stopped using a mini. I want to say my last mini was 2018. Let me think. I started 2016, 2017. See, I think 2018 was the last year I actually had a mini, and I still collected mini books for a little while until I finally realized, what am I doing? I don't, doesn't make any sense, right? So, so I have all these mini books that I rarely use, and then now I'm finding out all these books that have defects because I didn't bother to look at them when I got them. I mean, and it's not a huge deal if you think about it. How many books does this company produce a year and stuff like that? But it irritates me because now I'm stuck with a book that has like a whole page that's miscut, which means it's pretty much a waste. Unless you try to salvage it, which is what I'm trying to do, which you cannot see me because I'm doing this off camera, where I can put the sticker in my face as close as possible. And what I've done is I put it back on the page, and now I cut the whole thing with the whole border, and now I'm putting that down. Okay, and that covered the word pretty well, so I didn't have to white out that word. But now, there we go. Now there's the sticker that is the color that I want, everything that I want. All right, let me think what else needs to go in here before I wrap this one up. Oh, I said decorations, so let's put some decorations because we can. So we fortunately have some smaller flowers in here, so that's what I'm going to try to do, is to not have to cut up any flowers. I'm just going to use what is here in this book as is. And I work primarily from the left side. So all my to-dos for the week go there. My priority items go there, or my top three. And then the top three almost never make it onto the right side of the page unless it's like a thing that has multiple steps. And then I would put maybe a step, but mostly this is for things that are happening that day that are immovable, like appointments and things like that, or things I have to do at work. This is for everything else I have to get done. So, so yeah. So generally, I don't move things over to the side, but hey, sometimes I do. And then if an appointment comes up or something like that, obviously, I have to add it to the right side of the page. Do I have to? No, not really. I mean, I'm using a work planner to help me focus because my work is primarily on a computer. So my schedule is on the computer and everything. So the reminder really of when the appointment is about to start is not happening on a piece of paper. It's happening online. But I'm finding that having a printed planner is helping me get the other stuff done. It's like helping me look at the projects that I'm working on and things I'm doing, and trying to get them done without driving myself insane. Which you know, when too many things are in your head, it's very, very hard to focus on any one thing. So it's the brain dump aspect of it, of putting things on paper, that is really very, very, very helpful. All right. So I think this is coming very much. I think I'm going to write in this if I can find my book. I'm going to actually grab my planner and put these pages in. And then I am going to actually write on this and start figuring things out. So bear with me. I'm going to remove the pages from the background and put them in my planner. And then I'm going to stand up and place this in the in the screen one more time. Let me just make sure that you can actually see what I'm doing here. Okay, so there we have our spread, and that let's write on it. Why not? Why not? So you can see a little bit. Actually, not these, because I have other things I have to move in here first. But I'm gonna say mail, and it's not all the mail, but I have to deal with the priority mail, so that's it's a reminder. I mean, it's good to have that reminder, because if I have it anywhere else, I will ignore the reminder. And then here, monitor, ref, and chat. Okay, so I wrote down these things, so now I can get rid of these sticky notes. And then I actually have stickers that say work from home, so let me see if I can find those, because I'd rather use those. So yep, I found them, which is good. So here we go. And I have no orange ones left. Were there orange ones in this? I have no idea. They have the bigger ones, which not so hot. So I do have some black ones though. Okay, I can use the black ones. I'd rather not use colorful ones if I don't have ones that are the right color. All right, so this is one work from home sticker right here. And do I have to do this? Probably not. So I'm going to put it over here. I want this to remain still functional for whatever I need to do. But I kind of like it. So, and I have one more work from home sticker left in black. I need to buy a whole bunch. Actually, I want to buy a custom that says WFH, because that's exactly how I write it everywhere else. So just a helpful thing here. So I'll put this here. And I think those are the only, oh, wait a minute. I have some meeting stickers. I have some meeting stickers that I can use. I don't have a staff meeting, so that's not the right one. Let's see. Take a moment here. I think this is a Zoom meeting. So yes, I'm going to grab a Zoom meeting, or a virtual meeting, I should say, on Wednesday. I'll put this right here, actually, because it's this. I'll put it here. Oops. That's the call out for the meeting. And then I'm sure other things will come up during the week that I'll need to add on to that. But I don't have my word stickers that go on the left side of the spread, unfortunately. So I will have to do that later. But I think that's it, folks. That is my, no, I want some more flowers. Do I want more flowers? We want more flowers. We want more flowers. I think I'm going to put one more flower up here just because I can. And then I'm going to truly call it done. So let's see, grab that one flower, because these are so dang pretty. And I think this fits well right here. And we're not going to worry about the lines again. It's not blocking our holes, so that's good. All right, folks, now I'm really going to call this one done. Thank you so much for joining me and watching how I set up my work planner for the week. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have a fantastic day. Bye.